will ask the fellow commissioners to introduce themselves as well.
I'm Victor.
Thank you very much, commissioners. And to the extreme left, or rather next to Commissioner Tirant, is our secretary for the commission, Miss Chelsea Albest, whom I'm sure you have been interacting with before. So now I am going to ask you to do the difficult task for the day, which is to administer oath for each witness before we can take your evidence. So, Miss Chelsea Albest, you may proceed to administer the oath on each witness, and we just take the oath the way we have been taking oath. Nothing changes. Over to you, Secretary.
Are you a Christian or you follow another denomination?
Christian.
Can you repeat after me? I swear.
I swear
By Almighty God.
by Almighty God
That the evidence.
that the evidence
I shall give. To this commission.
to this commission
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Major General Mr. Bagade. Are you a Christian or you follow another denomination?
Christian.
You can repeat after me. I swear.
I swear
By Almighty God.
by Almighty God
That the evidence.
that the evidence
I shall give.
I shall give
To this commission.
to this commission
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me
So
God.
help me.
Thank you, Mr. Bagade. Mr. Yunus, are you a Christian or you follow another denomination?
Christian.
If you can repeat after me. I swear.
I swear
By Almighty God.
by Almighty God
That the evidence.
that the evidence
I shall give.
I shall give
To this commission.
to this commission
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Mr. Yunus. Are you a Christian or you follow another denomination? If you can lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I swear.
I swear
By Almighty God.
by Almighty God
That the evidence.
that the evidence
I shall give.
I shall give
To this commission.
to this commission
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Thank you for the roll of that. Are you a Christian?
Christian.
Or you follow another denomination? You can lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I swear.
I swear
By Almighty God.
by Almighty God
That the evidence.
that the evidence
I shall give.
I shall give
To this commission.
to this commission
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Major.
Christian with affirmation, please. Swear it.
So if you can lift up your right hand. I solemnly
I solemnly
and sincerely
and sincerely
affirm
affirm
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
Thank you, Mrs. Rowe. You may be seated. Mr. Sabah.
Christian.
Your right hand. I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by Almighty God
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God. Thank you, Mr. Sabah. Mr. Wicks, are you a Christian or you follow another denomination? Can you lift up your right hand? I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by Almighty God
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall
to
give
this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Help me God.
Thank you, Mr. Wicks. Chief Inspector Kutusami, are you a Christian or do you follow another denomination? If you can lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by Almighty
that
God
the evidence
that the
I
evidence
shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Thank you, Chief Inspector Kutusami. Inspector, and then Nicola, are you a Christian? You can lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by Almighty God
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Thank you, Inspector Nicola. Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Miller, are you a Christian or do you follow another
Christian.
denomination? If you can lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by the Almighty God
evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you so much. Sergeant Major Mono, are you a Christian or do you follow another denomination? You lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly
solemnly
and sincerely
and sincerely
affirm
affirm
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
Thank you so much. Mr. Dakambra, are you a Christian or do you follow another denomination? You can repeat after me. I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by Almighty God
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Mr. Dakambra. Yes, Bimali, are you a Christian or do you follow another denomination?
Christian.
You can lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by Almighty
that
God
the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall
to
give
this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the
So
truth.
help me
So
God.
help me God.
Thank you. Yes, Bimali. Mr. Adrian Vikan, if you can rise up. Are you a Christian or do you follow another denomination? You can repeat after me. I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give to this commission shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you, Mr. Adrian. Mr. Rao, are you a Christian or do you follow another denomination? You can lift up your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly
I solemnly
and sincerely
and sincerely
affirm
affirm
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the
and
truth.
nothing but the truth.
Thank you, Mr. Wawo. You may be seated.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Secretary, for that, and thanks. Thank you very much for everyone for taking your oath. I am assuming that the two individuals on or after ASP Mari are not witnesses, right?
They are prison guards.
Okay, they are
So we have
prison
two-
guards.
two prisoners there.
Okay,
So,
okay. That is absolutely fine. Okay, so let's now get into the business for the day. So first we have to explain the rules before we start. The rules have not changed. They are still the same rules that we applied when you appeared before us initially, and for those that are doing for the first time, the rules remain as published in the Gazette. The first and important rule is for you to tell only the truth, nothing but the truth. It is a criminal offense to deliberately withhold information from the Commission or to give the Commission information that is misleading. Secondly, we remind you to conduct yourself with dignity and respect. Respect for the Commission, respect for each other, and respect towards anyone that may not be here, but you may mention in your testimony. And then thirdly, answer all the questions that are asked and answer them in full. Please avoid speculating what the question wants. Just answer the question that is asked. It will make this whole process smooth and actually make us go and attend to other businesses as soon as we can. So just answer the question that is asked. And if you want to provide further information beyond what you have been asked, you can always request that may I explain further, and you will be allowed to do that. As a commission, including the commissioners themselves, we owe each and every one of you the duty of respect and treating you with dignity. The questions we may ask you are difficult. There is no doubt about that. And we may insist on answers. In fact, we will insist on answers, but we have a duty to make sure that as we do so, we treat you with respect. And whenever you feel that you are no longer being respected, please let us know so that we will take action to correct that instantly, and so that we can have a helpful discussion this afternoon. Then, because we are multiple witnesses who are appearing at the same time, and because I can see that they are observers and members of the media as well, please let us refrain from interrupting proceedings. So let us make sure that our phones are strictly on silent mode, not vibration, because vibration still produces a sound which interrupts another person when they are speaking. And I actually encourage that if we don't need to use the phones, let us switch them off completely. You are not permitted to record proceedings. Of course, these proceedings are not confidential for the reasons that I will explain shortly, but we would like to caution you against recording the proceedings. The observers and the witnesses, the observers and even the other witnesses that are here, you are not in any way allowed to react or to respond when another witness is giving their evidence. You are not allowed to do that. We will caution you, but if you continue doing that, then we have no option but to proceed against you in terms of the law. It's a criminal offense to disrupt proceedings of the commission. So when you interrupt another witness or when you comment when another witness is speaking, you are in a way interrupting and undermining the proceedings of the commission. So let us avoid that. Your duty is to, if you are an observer, your duty is to observe. We don't even allow non-verbal reactions. Your duty is just to observe and let the proceedings continue. If you are a witness and if you have something contrary or different that you want to say, the procedure is you raise your hand. And you only speak when you have been given the opportunity to speak. So sometimes also, even if you don't raise your hand, the commissioners themselves may request you to respond or may direct a question to you. Now, the purpose, having explained those rules and guidelines, the purpose of this format of a hearing is simple. It is because we have conducted several hearings and most of you have appeared before, right? And there are questions that have been asked and there are sometimes conflicting responses, which is normal and we expect that. But also sometimes there are critical questions that we have and there's not necessarily conflicting responses that have been given, but there are critical questions that we have. And we believe as a commission that it's more efficient and effective to then do the final hearing in this format so that we tie the different knots that we have been following. And as we mentioned, I think yesterday, this is supposed to be the final hearing. But the commission still has the discretion to conduct further hearings if it is necessary. Okay, so that is really the purpose. And I've explained the guidelines. The guidelines for the hearing.
You have to also tell them when they are allowed to talk, they should state the name because of the records. So we have to know so that the record will show.
Yes. Thank you very much, Commissioner Vidot, for that reminder. So when you give your evidence, when you speak, please always start by stating your full name, not just your name, your full name. Why? Because when we review the evidence you have given, we will rely on the record, which may not necessarily be a video. So we would like you to identify yourself by way of stating your full name, and then you can continue. But also that's the other reason why you must not speak at once. So one person speaks. Right. So in this hearing, we have basically three groups of witnesses. There is the group of witnesses who on the 5th of December 2024 were, if I may describe it that way, were commanders stationed at Montagne Poseé, overseeing the operations there. Then we have a group, in the same group are also commanders of the different security agencies, but who were not physically present at Montagne Poseé, but were in touch with those that were leading the operation at Montagne Poseé. So that would really be CDF and the former police commissioner. Then the second group is the group of officers who conducted the operation inside the prison, who went inside the prison. And in this case, we were looking for, of course, one of the questions is who was leading, right? But we thought that there are some who, there is no doubt that they participated in some kind of a leadership position in that. Then we have the inmates, right? So those are the three groups. The inmates who were there at Montagne Poseé. Not every inmate, of course. We used our discretion to decide who amongst the witnesses we should bring here. So that's really what we have at the moment. So now I think I will ask some questions, and the two commissioners will ask follow-up questions at any time. And the questions will be directed to specific individuals. It is possible that we may not ask you any question. I think this is an important guideline to remember. It is possible that we may not ask you any question in this hearing. But the reason why you are here is for you to hear what is being said. And if you are being implicated, when I say implicated, I don't mean accused only. But if someone is saying you were involved in this or you made this decision and you are here and you do not say, you do not object, it means that you are agreeing, right? So if you agree, it's okay. You may remain silent, but in most cases we'll ask you if you agree. But it's possible that we may not direct a question to you, and you should then not say, why did I come? I wasted my time. It's because we wanted you to be present when certain things are being said, so that we give you an opportunity to also say, that is not true. Or it is true, but I would like to add. Right. Okay. So I think let's begin. I think this one of the central questions that we have had to investigate in this inquiry is the process that was followed in deploying the different security forces to be at Montagne Poseé prison on the 5th of December 2024. And on this one, I am going to ask both CDF Rosette and former Commissioner of Police Ted Babe and former Commissioner of Prisons Ms. Jeanette George, and whether you can confirm that in your version, we're not saying whether this is in your version, this is actually what happened. Right. So the first is that, is it true? And I'm asking maybe this question to maybe former Commissioner of Prisons, Ms. Jeanette George. Is it true to your knowledge that sometime in August 2024, in a security briefing, there was a discussion on the possibility that there might be prisoners planning to escape from prison or planning a riot? And in preparation for that possibility, the president authorized the military to support the police if that happens. Do you recall that or not?
Good afternoon. I'm ASP Janet George speaking. I don't recall of such a meeting with CDF Compol with the president. If I may explain,
Sure.
I remember of getting the information with SIS. I received a call from Mr. Benedict Wao. He informed me that there's a possibility that there will be a riot at the prison. He informed me that it's an information. We are working on it, but you also on your side, you're working on it, and we can meet to discuss.
Did you meet and discuss?
After. No.
Okay. No. Okay. That's fine. I think you've answered that question. Now on 5 December 2024, and this question is directed at you, General CDF Rosette. Is it true that you authorized the deployment of soldiers? We're not yet talking about guidelines, but you authorized the deployment of soldiers after being requested by former police commissioner and former commissioner of prisons.
That's correct.
That's correct. And is it true that you provided your soldiers with some guidelines in terms of how they were going to operate?
That's correct, yes.
Would you want to summarize those guidelines?
Yes, when I received the call from Commissioner of Prison and then spoke to Compol, there was already a team that was working with the police, and that was the team that was deployed to Montagne Poseé. And I spoke to the officer who was responsible for operations and training at the Defense Forces headquarters, which is Major Mathieu. Told him that the deployment has been allowed to go and that no weapons or firing of weapons within the prison compound to be done by the troops that was deployed, and the troops should remain outside the compound of the prison when they reach Montagne Poseé. That was the instruction.
Okay. So when you say no weapons, just to clarify, you mean all weapons or live ammunition?
Because the military will work with live ammunition,
Okay.
so
Only.
only, yes.
Okay. So that would mean
Yes.
live ammunition. Okay. And these instructions you gave them to Major Macho.
Major Mathieu, because I also tried to reach Colonel Hollande at that time, but I couldn't reach him on the telephone, but he called back to me later, and the same instruction.
Okay. Major Macho, do you confirm what CDF is saying?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you want to add on what he has said?
No.
Okay, thank you, sir. So obviously in the process of deploying the soldiers, Colonel Olada gets involved at some point. Colonel Olada, at which point did you get involved? I'm taking it that CDF said he had contacted Major Macho initially for logistical reasons. But then at some point you get involved.
Colonel Hollanda. It was approximately about 6 p.m. when I checked my phone because I came from a funeral. So I saw the missed call. So I called the Chief of Staff, who is Colonel, it was Colonel Natala, now Brigadier. So he told me that CDF was looking for me, and he explained that there is a situation at the Montagne Poseé prison, and that soldiers has already been deployed at the Montagne Poseé prison, and that they have now moved to the prison inside. So he suggests that I should, because Mathieu was not going to reach the prison that fast, and I live about 15 minutes away from the prison.
From the prison.
So he told me that it's wise for me to go and check on the soldiers that was
Okay,
there.
so you went there.
Yes.
Okay, and are we correct to say when you were now the most senior military officer on
Yes.
site?
Yes.
And are we correct to say that means you are the one who is responsible for giving military instructions on site at that time? Of course, reporting to those who are above you.
Yes.
Okay. So much that if there was need to remove any soldier or to instruct them to do anything, you would be the final authority on site.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go to the scene where now you are managing the operation, right? Commissioner Ted Barbe is not there, and CDF is also not there. Are we correct that the persons who were present in the room, let me just read them. The persons who were present in the room coordinating or overseeing the operation, Mr. Francis Sango from the police side. Is that true?
Correct.
Mr. Ned Witz
Correct.
and Mr. Colonel Olada.
It's not correct.
It's not correct.
That's correct. Because I have to explain.
Mhm.
My purpose of going to the Montagne prison was not to take any command of any operation.
Okay, so
it was only the welfare and the
okay,
safety of
so
my
hold
troops.
there.
Yes.
So you dispute that.
Yes.
I'm creating a separate group, so that's fine. Then we had Major Macho. Correct or not correct?
Not correct.
Not correct. Okay. Mrs. Janet George.
Correct, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Deputy Sam Dodin. Not correct. Okay. Did I leave anyone else? I think those are. I know that another person is DCP Bozin. Okay, CP Denus, with the qualification that you went there to observe.
Not to be in charge of the operations, sir.
Right, that's why I left you. Okay. Okay, I will just put you on the other side. Okay, then I know that Dr. Jamie Buza is not here, but he was. The allegation is he was there. Okay, all right. So everyone who is here, who is said to have been part of the group that was overseeing, has agreed. But then there are three who have said no. Okay, let's start with Keno Olada. Why do you dispute this?
I dispute because firstly I was not. Nobody told me that you're going to Montagne post and you're going to be in the command post and take command of the operation. And like I said, I went there only because I was the land force commander, and the troops that was deployed came from the land forces units. So I decided to go, and because they were young soldiers, they need to be advised on what they do and what they don't do. So I went there, like I said, only mainly because of the welfare of the troops, and of course the safety, because they were going to operate in a place where there was hostile. It was a hostile environment.
Okay, I know that you have been asked this question before, but I will ask you again. So, your duties would they also mean that you were there to make sure that the soldiers act ethically and professionally.
Yes, of course, because I'm a senior officer in the military.
Okay.
So they will obey whatever I tell them.
Okay, but you did not understand your duties as being part of the group that would oversee.
Of the command, no.
Okay.
But part of your duties would include giving directives to the soldiers.
Yes, I call it. You can call it directive. You can call it advice, because they were already deployed in an operation.
Directives and advice are two different things. So I'm
It
saying
can be directives also.
Directives.
Because, like I said, I was the land force commander.
Okay. Major Macho,
Yes, sir.
you dispute. Why do you dispute?
Yes, sir. Let me put things into context. Firstly, it happened when I received the order from CDF because firstly the soldiers was to be stationed by the road, and then I received another order to make them go up to the prison. Just for the inmate to see, maybe to instill some kind of fear. And then
1 minute. You received the order from whom?
CDF.
CDF. Okay.
Yes, sir. And then I gave them this order. They move up, and it happened that one of our soldiers, I think one inmate was being released, and the not inmates, the prison guard was being released. And some inmates was throwing, I think, stone or bricks to him. And one of our soldiers fired one warning shot. It was this time that I received the report that a warning shot has been fired. And it was this time that I relayed this information to CDF. And now I received the order for me to move to Montagne Poseé to go there and control the soldiers who were there. And this is what I did.
Okay.
When you say control, what do you mean?
Just to prevent them not to do anything which they are not being authorized to do.
Was it
Go on, go on.
who gave the order to fire the warning shot?
No one. That personnel uses his own discretion.
And that should not have been the case.
I'm not sure.
I mean, you are in the military. You can tell us whether somebody, if you don't have instructions to fire a shot, whether you have to seek advice from somebody higher up before you can fire a shot.
Sir, I can give an instruction not to fire, but it will depend on the situation which that person is facing when being deployed.
Yeah, but if I understand, he's
But the instruction was not to fire.
that's it. So he fired without your orders.
Yeah.
So you are saying there is a soldier
Yes.
deployed at Montagne Poseé on the 5th of December
Yes.
who without authorization fired
Warning shot.
a warning shot.
One warning
It was a warning shot.
Yes.
And they were positioned where? On the perimeter or inside the prison?
I'm not too sure, but it was a bit far away from the mail block.
But inside the prison?
Inside of the
The
compound.
prison precinct?
Yeah.
Because the prison precinct...
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you will agree with me there was no, if you say it was away from the mail block and the incident was happening at the mail block, there would have been no necessity for firing a shot away from the mail block as a warning shot.
This is what I'm telling you, sir. I'm not too sure about the distance, but it happened that
No,
he
but
saw it.
you say it was from it was not close to the male prison block. Okay.
It was not that
so,
close,
So if
but-
it wasn't close, okay, would you dispute that there was a necessity for a shot to be fired, a warning shot?
No.
Would you also put it on the other side? Would you think that the soldier panicked?
Maybe.
Okay. Let's move. Let's go to Mr. Dodin. Why do you dispute?
speaking. Basically because I was not from any part of any strategy meeting in terms of operation on how to go into the prison or form part of any discussion for action to be taken for officers to go into the prison, to the Bay Block.
Okay, so you were not part of any discussion on strategy to manage the situation. But did you, okay, before I ask you the next question, if any of you would like to respond in Creole, please feel free to do so. We will make sure that the translator helps to translate. And if you feel that the translator has not represented you well, feel free to make the corrections. Mr. Dodin, you said you were not part of any discussion on strategy to manage or to respond to what was going on at the prison. My next question is, but did you at any time sit in a meeting with, that was with CP Jeanette George, Deputy Sangwa, and Mr. Witz? Did you sit in any meeting that those three were?
I will not say in meetings to discuss strategies, but at one point I went to CP office to inform, because at my particular role at that time I was doing a logistic arrangement, organizing foods for officers on ground. And I went inside to inform about food delivery. And at this time, I sat in the room, but no strategy, because the operation was already in full action. And I remember ASP Marie that came to inform the status of the operation inside.
Okay.
To mention about that they are on the second floor and getting resistant with the inmates.
Okay, I think you have made your point, Mr. Dodin, and thank you very much for that. Sorry, you've got a follow-up?
May I ask Mr. Nicola whether he was present in that room?
Inspector Nicola, Ivan Nicola. Yes, I was present in that room, yeah. At one point, yeah.
Okay. And may I ask the same question to Mr. Lacambra?
So, like SP Lacambra, like I stated before, I arrived there at 7:30. I was not there at that time, because I was the one that was with now Deputy Poseé, Deputy Wiz, CP Denus. I was the one driving them. 7:30, I remember I arrived there. Thank you, sir.
Okay, and we will. I think we will come to the three of you shortly. Now, I would like to ask this question, and any of the three can answer if you want to answer. Before, okay.
So, just one thing I would like to add. It was my deputy that at that time was there, Inspector Alpha Gatsin. He was already on with a team there at Montagne Poseé.
Okay.
Thank
you. So now I would like to direct this question to any of the three who said, who agreed that we set in the committee that overally was overseeing the operation. Is it also your opinion? And on some of these questions, including the others that we may ask in future, you may also have the right to say you prefer to answer that confidentially, but hopefully there are few such moments, because I don't believe that there is anyone who is intimidating anyone here. So now, do you have anything to the contrary that you might want to say concerning what Colonel Olada, Major Macho, Deputy Dodin, and Mr. Denus said, which is to say, no, we were not part of the committee that was overseeing the operation. We were acting in other capacities.
You want to say something?
Deputy Sangwa?
Qui m'ont dit c'est que beaucoup de temps, nous sommes dans le temps que l'État est arrivé certainement, nous sommes dans l'office ensemble. Right? So si il y a des autres capacités que tu peux acter là, non pas qu'on ait mis seulement le temps de bonne conversation pour poser, pour participer. Commissionnaire des noces, colonel, major. Et M. Dacambra, définitivement, après qu'il est venu, le temps, il a ensemble avec SP Marie, le temps, il est venu un rapport.
Maybe give her the opportunity to interpret so that she doesn't miss.
Sorry.
Most
No, it's
times,
okay.
by the time they have arrived, we will be in the office together. I'm not sure of which capacity, other capacity they were acting on. I'm not aware of that, but the conversation will be ongoing and they will be participating in the conversation that will be happening in the moment. Commissioner Denus, Colonel, Major, they were all present. Dacambra only came later along with SP Mari with the reports.
Okay. You want to add or you were done? Okay.
Mr. Waits had something.
Mr. Waits.
Commissioner, what I want to say is that by default, nobody asked me to go up there to the prison. I got called by the command center and I decided to go up there. And by default, being the assistant commissioner, reaching up there, I didn't go up there on vacation, so I had to assist the assistant commissioner who was there.
So you by default you have to be.
I was on duty.
You're on duty to over. The duty may be different. The duty may be to oversee or to do other things. But is your point that naturally by virtue of your rank, you are in the oversight committee? Okay. CP Janet, do you have anything to add different from what has been said, or?
Commissioner, I just want to confirm
Okay.
what Deputy Songwa just said, that we were working as a team.
Okay.
Because, if I may explain,
Please do.
as the commissioner of prison at that time, it was like something has happened at my house, and I feel that I don't have the capacity for me to be able to deal with it. So I request the assistance of the police. So the first officer that reached on site was Mr. Mari at that time, ASP Mari. We managed to have some discussion because he was asking about the plan of the prison that at that time we don't have it on hand. And then later on it was the other officers. It was deputy that come along and other officers. And then it was the group that come later, like Mr. Dacambra, DCP Denus at that time. And we form a team, we talk. Because I was the one, it was my responsibility as the commissioner of prison to brief them exactly what happened. So I briefed them. And at that time, when ESP Mari arrived, we managed to go to the control room to be able to view the camera, to see what exactly what's going on for us to be able to start planning what to do. And it was there at that time that my officer requested that if it will be a bit difficult for you to be able to get through, that we help you inside the prison. That was the first decision. Then from there, Deputy Songwa reached the place. It was from there that we sit down in my office at that time, and I explain, I brief them exactly what I receive from my officer. I make them know that it was C.I. Jerry who informed me. Then secondly, it was Inspector Nicola that informed me that this situation is happening. So from there, we sit down and think of the way forward. I recall of telling them that my team talked to me about negotiation. They have tried, but unable. But the second step, when the police arrive, we need to proceed with another negotiation.
Thank you, CP Janet George, for your clarification. I think let's move from this particular point, because remember also the idea is not for us to agree. The idea is for us to get your points, and then we will make our own finding. Now, the other issue that I think came up that we would like to understand, particularly from those that either were in the oversight committee but also may not necessarily be in the oversight committee. So whether you agree or not that you were in the committee, this question is for you, because we want to establish, was there a layout of the prison which was requested in order to enable those planning the operation to execute the operation properly, and the prison layout plan was not available? So the question is it true that the prison layout plan was not available? A copy of the prison layout plan was not available on the 5th of December. Maybe I will, okay.
No, there was no copy of the plan or layout of the prison.
Okay. Is that...
So you made that request to find out?
No, I can't remember personally if I made the request, but however, there were no layouts. But I understand there was a difficulty because...
I think you've answered the question. Your point is
okay.
There was no prison layout plan. I think your other point is you can't remember whether you asked for it or not. ASP Mari, I saw your hand up.
Commissioner, I was the one who made the request for the prison layout.
You are the one who made the request. It's ASP Mari.
ASP Mari. I was the one who made the request for the prison layout.
Who did you request that from?
Inspector Nicola, when I came there.
Okay. Inspector Nicola, do you confirm that he asked for the prison layout plan?
Yes.
Do you confirm that you were unable to provide it?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because we don't have it.
You did not have the plan. Okay. CP Janet George, is this correct? Do you know that there was no copy?
Correct, sir.
Okay. All right. You can come in anytime you want. Yeah. I'm trying to move quite fast.
No, maybe because the CP had indicated that her team had informed her that there was attempt at negotiations. Maybe I can ask Mr. Wow whether there was such an attempt. Oh, and the other person next to him, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name.
So please, you just state your name and then you...
I'm Stephen Wow.
Can you please interpret what I've said? Or you were not following?
No, about the negotiations.
I was just saying that CP George, ex-CP George, stated that her team had informed her that there was attempt at negotiation with the prisoners, and such attempt had failed. I just wanted to know from you whether there actually was any negotiation going on between the prison authorities and the inmates in.
Well, I can only buy much or by then you never chimote, Et après, ils affaires différentes arrivées. Qu'ils affaires différentes arrivées, qui m'ont monté en dedans. Par exemple, je ne pas ni en mettant ni pas, je dis, je viens pour crier, pour dire, nous sommes de nous pour partisans réels. Ça nous base. Partisans réels. Quelle recherche on peut passer. Moi, les moitiés en dedans, de mon section, pour les, par exemple, je tiens un différent la fumée. Ça qui tu viens ni dans l'uniforme, c'est sur moi. Tu fais des satisfaits même petit gazon. Par exemple, je dis, c'est Italie.
Give her time to translate, please.
By my, if I can answer, by the best of my knowledge, I was in the gym, and when I went up, I believe there were some prisoners that was situated at the guard room, and there were some negotiations happening regarding the release of the officer that was being held. I went inside, like I stated before, and that's when the fire started. Like I stated again before, I have never, not once did I hear anything about surrender or any negotiations so, regarding surrendering.
And can I ask you, who was doing the negotiation from the prison authorities?
It was Elizabeth and it was Elizabeth because it's been until sorti, it's good to tell the guard room and tu entres good guard room, tu vas dire, tu montes en l'air, parce que même les ma vraiment là-dedans, ça qui je dis d'approuver, je dis quand tu président, tu peux en prison, tu peux détenir à des comptes, c'est à des comptes, il suffit qu'il a lagué. Après, peu de temps qu'il a pour qu'il s'est quand on a tiré sur le vini, n'a pas on nous dit comment fire under avec nous, tigres.
No, I believe it was Elizabeth because he was going in and out inside the guard room, outside. He was going upstairs, and I believe it was afterwards that Radigon was released. And after that, a team of SSU officers, they came inside and they started firing tear gas.
So, and the gentleman next to you, does he have anything to say regarding negotiations? If he knows anything.
Yeah, and please straight to the point. Because we're not asking about everything.
Just yes or no, and
can you speak up?
Yes, my name is Adrienne Dufresne. I can confirm that there were negotiations that were ongoing between the prisoners, the prison guards, and the authorities in charge of the prison. It was a negotiation for peace because there were some prison officers still inside, stuck inside.
Okay. All right. I think, do you have any follow-up question on that? Or let's...
No, I don't understand what he said.
But she translated, or you don't even understand what she translated?
No, I didn't understand.
In what way do you not understand?
Just explain again.
Just explain again. Was there any negotiations taking place between the prison authorities and the inmates to release?
And maybe before you answer, can you translate the question for him?
Yes. Est-ce qu'il y a aucune négociation qui peut prendre en place entre prisonniers et garde prisonniers, soit l'autorité prison, pour la SAS officier qui peut être détenu?
Une négociation, c'est pas pour la personne, pour la personne qui est en otage.
Yes, there were negotiations, but it wasn't to release any hostages because there were no hostages.
Sorry?
Yes, there were negotiations, but it was not for the purpose of releasing hostages because there were no hostages. No one being held hostage.
Okay, so what kind of negotiations were they?
Qualité négociation qui tu peux prendre en place?
Négociation. Explication qui ça décide de commencer. Qui fait ça décide de commencer. Ça veut dire qu'il y a un certain niveau, qu'il y a un certain bagarre entre garde avec inmates. Qui garde, tu finis comment quitte l'endroit et inmates. N'a pas garde, ou besoin pour call garde pour qu'à causer pour qu'à communiquer pour prisonnier si pour connaître pour sortir ou qui pour gagner arriver négociation comme ça.
That negotiation was prior to. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, there were negotiations. I believe there were speculations going around that this incident was going to happen, and that's what started the incident. And at a certain point, on a certain level, there was a struggle between the officers and the prisoners. And at a certain point, the officers left the prisoners on their own. So the prisoners, we had to call the guards to be able to communicate with them as to whether we can leave or be released from where we were.
Was that negotiation before or after what was it when the guards had been detained inside the prison, or after they were released?
Qui sa négociation qui arrive avant qui sa chana sa bonnes officiers qui tinga garde otages ou soit après qu'ils ont fini gagne lagi.
Pas garder exactement si après qui je suis un gars mettre otage à comment pas nous personne qui mettre otage on pas garder le sabre c'est bon garder oui chana négociation.
I can confirm when exactly, if it happened after the officer that was held hostage was released, because I did not witness any officer being held hostage, but I can confirm that there were negotiations taking place.
Okay. I see that first name, and then you speak.
Stephen Wow. Well, mon émotion papa on peut dire qui Isabelle les officiers tu peux faire négociation à cause qui c'est fin de mode qui tu peux dire là c'est fin de mode pas faire rien ça mon capable dire tu négociation à cause par exemple pour c'est pas personne qui gagne détenir bon tu en et à cause tout gars tu peux entrer sortir Elisabeth tu peux entrer sortir Robinson tu peux entrer sortir.
When I was downstairs, I can state that I heard Officer Elizabeth was negotiating. Sorry, 1 second. For the release, because there were some prisoners demanding the release of Stephen Morder. That I heard they were negotiating the release of Stephen Morder. No one was being held hostage. The guards were going in and out of the prison. Robinson and Elizabeth, they were going in and out.
Okay. I think I want to ask this question because of this discussion. I didn't intend to ask it. And I want either of the two of you, Mr. Wao and Mr. to be straight to the point, not a story, straight to the point. Who amongst you was inside prison from the time that the police and the soldiers got into the prison? Mr. Wao? You were not there. Okay, so my question is for Mr. It's Mr. Jevan. Yeah. And I want you to translate the question for him first. And it's...
Est-ce que aussi under the prison à ce moment-là que la police avec soldats qui gagne accès under?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I was present.
So my question is, did you hear any instruction from the prison authorities instructing you to vacate the prison before the prison guards, the police and the soldiers got into the prison to get you out? Did you hear them saying you must vacate from the prison or you must go back to your cells? Did you hear that?
No.
Okay. Is the answer is no, so it's in English. I think let's move on because we are not doing the hearing for the first time.
But I'm still not clear with this thing about negotiation. I would like to go back. Mr. Wawo says that there was a negotiation, or the other one says that there was a negotiation to release Stephen Modo.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
To whom? Who was carrying out the negotiation?
It was it was Elizabeth.
Okay. Elizabeth was talking to whom?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know, but with my two eyes, ik moet diriger, les als ik dis que était côté garde comme si à un petit moment qui moment là, il entre dans une cause avec nous, il a allé, il monte en l'air, pas qu'à jouer côté dans aller, c'est moi il monte en l'air. Il a allé causer, il descend. Bon, que tu n'as pas juste les gardes encore qui tient entre sorties, tu n'as encore les autres, tu n'as ni parlé, tu n'as Tanzanienne.
I saw with my own eyes because we were at the guard room. Elizabeth, he came inside, he talked to us, and then he left. He went upstairs. I can't tell you who he was talking with upstairs, and then he would come back. Most of all the officers were able to move freely inside or outside of the prison, even the officers of African origin, Arikana,
Okay.
I believe.
I think let's proceed to the next segment. So we're going back to the movement of the soldiers from the perimeter into the prison, because first maybe so that we have gathered through the testimonies that we have had that the soldiers participated in the operation inside the prison, the Mel Block prison section. Do you confirm, Colonel Olada?
Yes, they participated in the operation inside the main prison.
All right.
But if you allow me,
sorry, maybe not at this point, because it might relate to the next question. So the next question is CDF's instruction was that the soldiers must be at the perimeter. Yes. Right. Can you tell us how and why the decision was made to deploy them inside the prison mail block?
Like I was about to explain, when you say the soldiers moved to the prison, it was not, they did not move to the prison. They moved to the prison compound where the headquarters, I think, is. So that was on the order of the CDF. Marche told earlier. He told him to send them a little bit up there so that they can be seen, like a
visibility.
Yeah, we call it a show of force, so that people can see you are there, maybe cool down the situation. But we should not confuse of being at the prison means that the soldiers were in the mail block. The soldiers moved to the headquarters of the prison, and they stayed there on standby all along until late at night. That they engage in the operation inside the prison.
Can you then tell us how they found themselves inside the mail block?
They went to the mail block because about let's say 10 p.m. There was one meeting that was made, and I attended that meeting. And I remember Mr. Dakambra saying that they have breached the first and second floor, and it is being difficult for them. The officers are getting tired. And he was requesting that they get assistance with the military to be able, with manpower, to be able to breach the last floor.
Who authorized the request?
I asked Mr. Songo, I told Mr. Dakambra that he cannot ask that with me. The person who is commanding the operation has to say that to me. Then,
So who authorized? Because your soldiers could not be moved from where you told them to be
yes,
without you
yes.
knowing who authorized, or without you authorizing. So who authorized them?
Yeah, when Mr. Songo accepted that they would need this assistant, I authorized to give them 5-6 soldiers to go, and I.
So the short answer is you authorized,
I authorized
their movement
yes,
from what you are describing as the headquarters of prison to then go inside the.
Yes.
Okay, that's.
Yes, Mr. Dakambra.
Mr. Dakambra.
So one first thing I would like about negotiation. Sorry.
Sorry, we are not going back there.
No, before I
sorry,
ask
sorry,
for-
sorry, Mr. Dakambra. Sorry. If we need to go back there, can you allow this segment to end? It's also possible that at the end of the hearing, we may say, do you have anything to add? And then you can add. But because I can see that you feel strongly about that point, so just allow us to finish this segment that we are on, then we give you the
Can I
opportunity.
answer to this statement?
About
us seeking for assistance with the military?
About you asking for, yes.
So like I told you, I was up and down giving reports to the command center, command and control. Then when I went up, I see the situation was bad. So I told Colonel, maybe we might need the assistance of the military. He told me, you will not, don't ask to me, go to the deputy commissioner. So I think then they talked together because I asked with him.
Okay.
Because I was the
So,
one reporting
okay.
up and down.
Okay. Again, precision. We want to be precise, straight to the point. So the dimension you are including in terms of how that decision was made is you went to Colonel Olada requesting the military to join you inside in the operation inside, and then he said you cannot ask him for that, but ask Deputy Sangwa. You then went to Deputy Sangwa, and that's where you left the issue, right? Okay. So that obviously is something we need to ask Deputy Sangwa to respond to. Did what Colonel Olada is saying and what Mr. Dakambra, I apologize for that, Mr. Dakambra is saying, is that correct?
I cannot recall exactly how if it goes like that, but if there was that request, definitely we have put it in the room to discuss on it. So if it happens, we've discussed about it and we agreed that this can happen.
So I come back to you now because I think one of the issues is that one of the issues on the table is that you didn't know about the fact that the soldiers are now involved inside the prison mail block. But that is being challenged by what the two are saying, Mr. Dakambra and Mr. Colonel Superintendent Dakambra and Colonel Olada. So how do you respond to that part?
Yeah, like I have just said, if there was that, it must have been a discussion within all of us inside that we have agreed that the military, the 5 or 6 that he requested, can move a bit closer.
Okay.
So,
go
so
ahead.
you're saying that any decision that was made would have been discussed, and all those who are like Colonel Olada, CP George, would together come up with a decision as to whether the military will go inside or not.
Correct.
Okay, so which means you would have known that the soldiers are moving in.
If we have discussed, yes.
I think let's not say if, because did the discussion happen about Mr. Superintendent Dakambra's request that the soldiers must come inside the prison mail block and help?
The truth is I don't recall the exactly.
Okay, I think let's move on. But it would be unfair to move on without hearing CP Janet George's view on this particular issue. What's your view?
At that time,
Specifically on
Yes,
the
sir.
request to...
But at that time, on request of, in regards of the soldier to be inside the prison, I was not there at that time.
Okay.
This can be confirmed because earlier we were speaking that we will need a place for us to be able to put those inmates that are causing too much trouble. So I have managed with my team to move at the back.
Okay, I think let's end there. You were not, you were
Yes.
physically not on site
Yes.
at the time when the decision
Yes.
to bring the soldiers into the male block section
Yes,
was
Commissioner.
made. Okay, we take your point on that.
Do you agree, Colonel Lauder?
No, I remember very well when the discussion was being made. Mr. Dakamba was in the room, CP was in the room.
When you say CP, who do you mean?
CP
George.
George was in the room. She was sitting on my right. Mr. Songa was sitting in front of me, and we agreed that soldiers will assist the police to go inside the male block.
Okay, all right. I think let's move on, unless you want to respond. We can, or do you want to respond? Because since what Colonel Olada is saying is in a way disputing what CP Genevieve
I don't
said.
recall.
You don't recall?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Mr.
Dagambra.
So that when we were in a group, so it was a small room. So I got a loud voice when I was asking. I don't think everybody heard what I was asking for, because I was the one
No, we
reporting.
want names of people who
We were
were
in the
there.
room. There was this DCP Wiz, Commissioner Denous, DG Bouzin, but I don't remember if I saw CP Joel. I don't remember, but in the room, I don't remember the others. I remember.
Okay, all right. When the decision to move the soldiers, we understand that the decision to move the soldiers from the perimeter to what Colonel Olada described as the headquarters of prison, which I'm assuming is the administration block. When that decision was made, it was made by Colonel Olada after consulting.
No, not this one.
Okay.
For them to move from the compound to the administrative block was done by the city.
Okay, it was an instruction from CDF. Now, the decision, whoever made it, we acknowledge that there's a dispute on who made that decision. When the decision was made to then move the soldiers from the administration block into the prison male block to assist the police, was the CDF informed? And this is the question for you, CDF. Were you informed?
Commissioner, no, at that time, no, I was not informed. I was informed later, at a later time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were informed after they had gone inside?
Yeah, they were already in the operation.
Okay. Thank you, CDF. Former Commissioner of Police, were you informed? This part, the soldiers are now going to help you officers to get inside the male block prison. Were you informed?
No, Commissioner.
Okay. All right. Let's move on unless there are follow-up questions on that. Back to, I acknowledge that former CP General George, there was a point you say you were not physically present. I acknowledge that. But I want to ask you this question because there's a possibility that you know. So when you were sitting as an oversight committee, right, is it true that you organized the police and the soldiers into two teams? One team that would attempt to get into the prison, which would be team one, and another team which would remain outside but would be on standby. So on this question, I just wanted yes or no. If it's a yes, we move on. If it's a no, then you explain how the troops were organized. If you didn't take part in organizing them, you say you don't know. Then we move to the next.
Sir, I don't know.
So sorry.
I will not know, sir.
Okay, you don't know that part. Now, Deputy Samba, what's your...
Clarify at what instant, what time, please?
At the time that after the release of all the prison guards, when the soldiers and the police were deployed to go in and take back, you might remember some of the phrases, with the instruction to go and take back control of the prison. Did you have two teams?
Not that I can recall.
What do you recall?
Recall the police were working as a team, and when military joined, they were a team. I can't remember them separating.
Okay. So your point is there was one team that was sent in.
So what I remember, yeah. But anyway, they were already, like, can I continue?
Yeah.
A team of police officers, since I arrived, were inside, were working at the mail block.
Let me ask you this question, Deputy Sangwa. Although it may be a basic question, but perhaps we need to start from there. Was there a team of soldiers and team of police officers working together who were at some point on 5 into 6 December dispatched to carry out an operation inside the mail block section of the prison?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That team, did it have a leader? Did it have a leader?
On the ground? The team on the ground?
No, inside, when they went inside.
Yeah, the one at the prison, at the mail block.
Yes.
You mean?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the two leaders from the police.
The question is, did it have a leader? Was there a leader for that team? Say yes or no.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And who was the leader?
They were leading the police on the ground.
Who? You have to say the names for the record.
SP Dakambra and SP Mari.
Okay. So they were the
commander on the ground.
Yeah, but the question I'm asking is, the question I'm asking and the answer you're giving are slightly different. I am saying, did that team have an overall leader, a leader who is a leader of everyone, whether it's police, it's soldiers, yes.
I will assume it's me by rank, yes.
No, I mean, but you are outside. You are in the administration block. Mr. Witz, you are not allowed to respond or react or direct, right? Yeah, sorry, sir. Let's get back on track, Deputy Sangwa. That team you are talking about, the one that had soldiers and police, which was carrying out an operation inside the male section of the prison, did it have a leader, an overall leader, a leader who is responsible for everyone, including the police and the soldiers? Did it, yes or no?
Yes, it has.
Who was that? Please say the name.
SP Dakambra.
You just raise your hand and then I will recognize you. So it was back to Deputy Sangwa. So the leader, the leader was?
Superintendent Dakambra.
And was he the leader of both the police and the soldiers inside for the team that went inside the prison mail block?
I assume yes by rank SP Dakambra.
Okay, so I think we get your point. Superintendent Dakambra, you were
very clear.
Just one minute. Just maybe we could ask Colonel Olanda whether he knows before. Then he can answer.
No, I think let's come back to him because his hand was up.
Every time I can.
Yeah, straight to the point, please.
Yes, sir, I would repeat again. ASP Mali was with Potro. As deputy was up in the room, Inspector.
I think, Superintendent Dagambra, the question is, we don't want to spend 2 days here.
I was not in charge, sir, that's all.
Okay.
I was not the one in charge.
So, you were not the one in charge?
No, I was only doing reporting, go
Okay.
inside, have a look, and report to them. I was not in charge of anything.
Okay, that's the part I wanted to. So he disputes that he was in charge of anything. Let's come back to Keno Olada. I acknowledge that you still dispute that you were not part of the oversight committee, but you acknowledge and accept that you were responsible for the soldiers as the highest ranking soldier on site, and decisions about, and then you also said you were responsible for the welfare and the safety of the soldiers. So you would naturally be consulted or participate in some kind of a way on how the troops are going to carry out their operations there. And one of the questions is, who did this team have an overall leader that went down there?
I didn't know the exact leader, but by I would say human nature, when you are in a force, when you look at the force going, because this is what we learn also. When you see a group of people going, you identify who is the leader. So I will agree with Deputy Commissioner.
Okay. Is your point that you are making, Keno Olada, is your point that you were in charge of the security and the welfare of your soldiers, but you were not able, number one, to be informed who was going to lead your men as they got down into the prison, and neither did you ask to establish and be convinced who the leader is. Is that what you are telling us?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that I was convinced.
How were you convinced?
I don't know if I was right, because the behavior of Superintendent Dakambra on the site, whatever he was doing, I felt that he was the leader.
Okay. Can you tell us more about what you mean by behavior?
He was going there, he was calling people, he was saying, "Come, follow me." So that's what I felt that he was the one who was leading all of the police and the military joining them will be together with them. I don't know if I was right to think that he was the leader, but I felt that he was leading.
But are you also saying, because my impression of the military is you are very thorough in terms of order, organization, and you cannot assume. I think you work with commands and instructions. So, is it possible that on that day you would just assume from the behavior of someone that this must be the leader and I'm releasing my soldiers?
In all forces, there's a rank structure. When you see the highest rank, he's going there.
So who had the highest rank?
Mr. Dakamba.
In the police or in
the policeman that was going towards the mail block.
But he is not a police, he's not a soldier.
Yeah, but the police asked for assistance from the military. They asked for manpower, so we sent the manpower with the police together with them.
Okay, so your point is your soldiers were coming to assist the police.
Yes.
And they would report to anyone who's
leading
the senior.
Yes.
Now, did you brief your soldiers that they had an obligation to take instructions from Mr. Dakambra or from anyone who is the most senior police officer during an operation, especially when they were going down there in the mail block section of the prison?
No, what I had to tell the soldiers is that the situation is like so, and you're going to be assisting the police, and by nature, soldier knows that if I give you that order, then you have to be under the direction of somebody from the police.
So am I right in saying that you are the person who the officer who sent your soldiers along? You say you have to go.
I told them that I didn't hand-picked soldiers. I told them that from now, we're going to be assisting the police, and I even give them a number. I said it should not be more than 6 to 7 people going inside with the police. So the NCOs choose that number.
And you didn't try to find out. Okay, you're releasing your soldiers. To whom are you releasing your soldiers? Who will be in charge of your soldiers?
No, I didn't do that.
And was there a necessity for you to have done that?
Because there was other officers.
And the question was there a necessity for you?
There was a necessity.
Thank you.
Okay. And we shall come back to that. Mr. Dakambra, and I see Mr. Alvin Mondon.
Sir.
Mondon has a hand
Yes,
up.
I was the highest ranked officers. When I was going up, I was using the red horse because there was fire. There was a sub-inspector, ex-prison warden. Firemen were scared. I was with the horse. Major Mache was behind me inside, if he can confirm it, with the soldiers. I was not saying, go there, but I was carrying the horse and he was there inside.
Okay.
But he left so quickly.
Okay, thank you, Superintendent Dakambra. Before I give you the floor, Mr. Alvin it's Alvin Mondon, right? Yes, before you, let me give Major Macho an opportunity to speak. And I would like you to address directly this question. Is it true, as alleged by Superintendent Dakambra, that you were also part of the group that went inside the prison mail block section?
Okay. Let me clear this once and for all.
Hopefully.
Yeah. The instruction that I received, okay, when the decision was made for us to assist.
He asked from
whom? You said that the instructions you were given. So somebody would have given you instructions.
Chief of Staff.
Okay.
At that time, he was land force commander.
Yeah.
The instructions I received from the LFC at this time, when the decision was made for us to assist the police.
I think, Major Macho, sorry, because we are going to have a thorough discussion on guidelines, right?
Yes.
So what I want you to address us on at this particular point is either confirming what Superintendent Dakambra said is correct or not, that
you went inside.
At some point, not throughout, at some point, you went inside the prison.
I went inside to see how the situation was and to come back and brief the LFC.
Okay.
I went
that's,
there.
That's what we wanted.
So that means you retract your earlier testimony whereby you said you never went into the prison.
No, I did not say that. I said I went, but I did not.
Inside, you say you never went inside.
So this might be a confusion, sir.
Okay, that's fine. We will clarify the confusion. It's very much possible that there will be. Let us not worry. I see him, but I had promised.
No, not for a question. I wanted to go out for 1 minute.
Sorry?
Come back.
No, he wants a break.
The restroom.
He wants to go to the restroom.
Okay, so the procedure is we can take a break. Can we just allow him? Then we can take a 10-minute break. Like let's allow. What's your rank? Sorry.
Sergeant Major.
Sergeant Major Alvin Mondon. And I'm assuming you want to respond to what.
To question earlier.
Okay, about the leader.
Sergeant Major Mondon, je peux acknowledge le ça qui bolone l'inji la concernant étant l'autre qui gagne donné pour soldat assister. C'est sans même ça l'étant côté ça des teams qui gagnent un team puis allant un team pour rester dehors. Il y a des gens qui pensent mais allant de là. Il y en a qui n'a allé maintenant là pour les situations en bas contrôle. Bonne Montagne, Mr. Sans quoi, tu peux demander des affaires si tu as des teams. Fais pas recall, mais ça de ça moment que ça des teams tiennent de pas.
I would just like to go back and acknowledge what the Colonel said. When the instructions were given for the soldiers to assist, that was the instance where the two teams were created, whereby one was instructed to go inside and one was instructed to stand by outside. There are certain...
Who instructed? I think, thank you, because because that is the part that answers the question. Who instructed? When you say we were instructed to go inside and then we were instructed to be in two teams, who?
Côté militaire, colonel.
On the military side, it was the colonel.
Okay. So your instructions were from Colonel. Okay. Colonel, your hand was naturally up because we need to take a break. Straight to the point.
Okay.
Let's copy the CDF.
Can I just explain? Because there's a confusion there.
Okay.
What happened, there was no team created. It was those that were required to go inside went inside, and those that were not required, they remained outside. So they were told not to go there.
Yeah, so that's creating
a team.
I
Yes.
think
Go inside, you
it's
don't stay
the
outside.
semantics. Then we are. It's the semantics. So I think his point is not disputed.
Yes.
Alvin Mondo, right?
Yeah.
These are two teams.
Yeah.
The people selected to go in,
Yeah.
people selected to. But I think the point we had asked was whether there were two teams or whatever. That team that went inside, did it have a over or not? I think we have dealt with that. Let us take a strictly 10-minute break. It's 4 o'clock. Let's be back by 4:10. Let's be seated so that we quickly go through what is still outstanding, and then we conclude. Okay.